Hello, everyone, and welcome to this next episode of the Ascension Walk series. I thank all of you who are returning to watch this, and those of you who are new to my channel, thank you so much for being here. So, today's topic and the focus is that spirit is truly in everything. And I really want to go into a deeper part of this for those of us who are committed and devoted to our Ascension Walk series and embodiment of it, to truly recognize this understanding between spirit and matter, how it is actually one thing. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. This is episode number, I don't remember what. So all the other episodes are listed in the YouTube link below, so you can go ahead and watch the other episodes. And always please leave your comment, question, and let me know if what was shared supported you, assisted you, or you have other areas that you want me to cover. So let's go ahead and talk about this. When I speak of spirit, I am talking about that great spirit, that mighty presence, that creator force energy that created the universe and everything that is contained in it. That's what I am referring to. When we recognize that great awareness, that great consciousness, that divine presence, which sometimes we call it the great I am presence, that created us, and we are in it, in this I am essence, we recognize that great spirit, that spirit that created everything, has created the trees, the squirrels, the snake, the orchids, the rocks, the stars, the moons, the suns, the galaxies, and mountains and hilltops, and the algae and everything in between. When we recognize that spirit is in everything, that means spirit means also matter. So spirit matters because it materializes. Now, when there's enough concentration of energy that is focused in a sight or a vision, there's enough substance of that spirit, that life force giving energy behind it, where the more clear that image is. And that image, a lot of times we're trying to use the human image, which is wonderful, but there's this divine lens. The divine mind has its own lens, and it creates things that are incredible. And those of us who raise our vibration, we begin relaxing into that place, and we allow our human lens to connect with that and to start seeing through that lens. We begin seeing these wonderful and blessed images, and these images are part of that heavenly realm that we as bringers of light are called to bring the solutions, the innovations onto earth. And we recognize that it is spirit that is in combination with the matter that can be allowed to be materialized in form by our focused attention and the way we are going to allow it in ourselves. So why I feel this is really important is because it's almost like this crystallized, jelly, gorgeous substance. When it becomes its first in nothingness, in just that bright light, and it begins to start taking like a jelly form, and then before it becomes like an actual form, we as individuals who are walking this ascension path, we need to be able to give ourselves permission to actually see the image of that Christ clarity. So it is our Christ going forth. Why I say that is because it's that pure light that is complete crystalline. And from that clarity, where the lens is impeccable in radiance and clarity, so it is only the reflection of that divine presence, and through that we're able to see it, sustain the image, so that crystallization of this magnetic energy can be pulled together like a glue, literally like a glue, so that then by how we truly feel about it, we can allow that to be visualized in our plane of reality here on earth. So then the spirit can materialize into matter. So that's why material things on this planet are also spirit. This is why it's so important. And we can see when it is radiating in its glorious divine presence, it radiates that spectacular, gorgeous beauty. And at the same time, it also, we can come across things that is been materialized, yet it feels off. It doesn't feel good. And we see it, we back up, and you can tell that's been materialized also, but where the image and the focus of it was backed up by that, by not that beautiful luminosity. It was in separation of that luminosity, which we call dark, more kind of like hovered over. And on our ascension walk in the embodiment, many of us, including myself, there's a period that we go through where we have to dematerialize our life with what we had built our life on before, which was often based on insecurity, ego, as well as frustrations and angers and justifications, and a lot of these vibrational energies that were part of the traumas that we had experienced in our life. So we created a life just to try to protect it and just try to survive. And when we take this journey of ascension and we begin to then get to a place where we begin to start embodying that light of luminosity inside of us, that lens has shifted. So one of the things that happens is we become dematerializing, letting go of the life that we had built, because it no longer vibrationally matches to that which we have ascended to that greater awareness inside, that more of that light, more of that presence of the true essence, that who we already naturally are, not we have to create it or discover it. It just already always was, and we're just coming back home to that place. So from there, as our life as we had known it begins to fall apart, the material possessions that were part of that life also have to go. And as they go, once we start grounding and we become grounded more in this temple, in this body, in a different way, so we begin building our life and the material part of our life that is more in harmony with that great spirit that is in everything, and it is harmonized in material form by that in which we have given our energy into for it to materialize before our lens, so that it can be part of the rest of our embodiment, in which we can receive the blessing from it ourselves first, and then allow the blessings as we have allowed it within ourselves to move through us from inside out to those around us, to our immediate family, to our immediate circle of friends and colleagues, and to everyone else that comes in our path. And then there's this recognition of, wow, the awe and the wonder that truly spirit is in everything. So that means, for example, the car that is now part of my walk is part of this divine heart, the divine mind that is part of me doing whatever it is that is part of my architectural design. The money that I am going to be interacting, engaging, and exchanging with, that is also blessed because it's coming from that place that is part of this Ascension embodiment, in which is truly blessed, and it blesses me, bless everybody else on my path. So everything becomes that consciousness that is backed up and fueled by that great spirit that is in everything. And it is through that everything becomes. So that includes the dolphins and the whales, includes sharks, includes me walking on my birthday, morning on my birthday a couple of days ago, and just happened to be at the right place at the right time. A desire, wish I always had to see a turtle laying an egg. And as soon as I came out for my walk, there it was right before me. It was like one of these dreams come true, or seeing two crocodiles making love. I had never seen that before, not crocodile, alligators. And I was with all these animals on my birthday, which brings me the highest joy. So again, to experience that spirit is in matter, there's no separation. And this is a huge part of that greater awareness and the Ascension embodiment journey, the Ascension walk, that we recognize, wow, spirit and matter are one. There is no longer separation, because we are ending that separation within us. We recognize we are spirit and we are matter, materialized in one. And there is no more separation. And this is a very different lens to live by. And this is the area that I also support individuals to really come to in my private session, whether it is Ascension alignment or just simply the 1 hour sessions where it's just spiritual guidance. That's those two areas as I really focus in this. There's a part in this area to help the embodiment of this. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward in hearing your comments, your journey, your awareness, and anything you like to share. And I look forward in seeing you also next week for the next episode on this Ascension Walk series. So please give it a like, leave your comments, and feel free to share it. And I appreciate